guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I went to the one of the Chinese restaurants here and picked up some chicken and broccoli. Share with y'all one of my favorite Chinese foods. So this is the chicken and broccoli combo, and you get a lot of it. It's a big bowl, and it is $7.95 plus tax. So the tax is 8.625%, which is 69 cents. So it came to $8.64, which is very affordable. I'm going to cut this in half, and I will have half for my dinner tonight, and the other half for my dinner tomorrow night. Nice crispy egg roll, and they are so good, y'all. They really do a good job making them at this Chinese restaurant. You know, you have to be particular when you order from a Chinese restaurant, and when you find one that you really like, you really need to stick with it, because they are not all alike. And I always put it on a plate. I never eat out of the container. And when I was raising my kids, and most of the time I would feed them whatever food that I cooked for our dinner or breakfast or lunch or whatever. And I had a little baby food grinder. It was about this tall, and it had a little base, you know, that sat down, and then it had a little compartment that screwed onto the base, and then the top of it, it had a little grinder with a little blade in it where you could put the regular food, you know, the peas or chicken or whatever, and grind it up, and it would go down into the little base, and then you would put that on the baby plate and feed the baby. But sometimes I always kept the Gerber baby food in the pantry just in case, you know, we had cooked something that maybe the baby couldn't eat, like crawfish or corn on the cob or something like that. Once in a while, we'd have a crawfish boil, and so I would keep the Gerber baby food, and I should have showed it to y'all before I started taking it out. Anyway, this is the chicken and broccoli with white rice. They also serve it with brown rice, which I don't care for, and pork fried rice. Now, when I get it with the pork fried rice, sometimes I will order it with the pork fried rice, and then I separate the pork fried rice and cook my own white rice and eat the chicken and broccoli over that, and then I cook the pork fried rice with something else the next night. So that way I can get like 3 meals out of it. But anyway, when I would feed the baby food to the baby, I would just feed them right out of the jar. And then the next day when I would open it up, it would be all watery. So I couldn't figure out why. I mean, you know, I didn't add any water to it. Why was it so watery? And I don't think it was until after the internet that I was able to Google that and look it up to see what caused that. And it's because once you eat your food and your saliva gets in it, the enzymes in your saliva starts breaking down the food. And then that causes the food to get watery. So I never eat out of the container anymore. I always separate it. Even if I'm in a restaurant, I will, and order in a restaurant, I try and remember to order the to-go box first, so that I can separate my food before I even start eating it. That's good to do anyway, because you never know when you bring it home, especially if you have a husband and kids still at home, you know, they might want to eat some of the leftovers, if you would be willing to give it up for them. So let's taste this egg roll. So what did I say this came to? $8. So just a little over $4 per meal. I could fry this up and add some vegetables to it, which I might do, and then get 3 meals out of it. I think that will be the economical and logical thing to do. This egg roll is really crunchy and delicious. It's got a lot of cabbage in it. Shredded cabbage. My other eating out adventures will have to be limited to birthday parties where everybody chips in and pays a certain amount to cover the food. So at the birthday parties, we usually just add up the total plus whatever the tip is. And then if there are 14 people there, then we divide it by 13, and then that's what everybody will pay. The birthday person doesn't have to pay for their own food, of course. This is so good. If y'all are ever on the North Shore of Lake Pontchartrain, you gotta go eat at Trey Yin Chinese restaurant. They are just, it's a family, and they just have the best Chinese food. The family, I don't know their names. I should know it. They started cooking in their home in Covington and selling the Chinese food from their home, a little seating area. So when Jason and Jeremy were little, we would take them there and eat. There would always be a long line. We would have to wait a long time to get in. Because their food was so good. And I remember, I can't remember the name of the barber shop, but where we would take Jason and Jeremy to get their hair cut, the owners of it, they would always be talking about eating at Trey Yin. And I don't know if this affects y'all or not, but when I eat Chinese food, I'm hungry again about 2 or 3 hours later. It's like my body just digests it as if I hadn't even eaten. So whenever we would bring the food home, I would get up in the middle of the night and finish eating my Chinese food. So one day we were at the barber shop getting Jeremy and Jason's haircut, and so we were talking about Trey Yin and the food, and the barber shop was owned by the barber, and his wife was also a barber, and she was kind of heavy set. She was heavier than I am today, and she said, Chinese food, she said, I'm always so hungry after I eat it. She said, I get up in the middle of the night and eat it. Oh, and I just died laughing because I thought I was the only one who did that. Do you ever have that happen to you? Somebody will mention something that they do and you thought you were the only person in the world that did that? Or you see somebody doing something and you think, oh my God, that's what I do. I didn't know anybody in the world ever did that. I love the duck sauce. I use 2 packets on a half one. Then I usually just get 1 packet of the soy sauce and spread that on my rice and chicken. This is so good, y'all. Tammy bought me this top a couple of years ago. Let me show it to y'all. I just love it. It fits so good. She and I are about the same size. She says she's my size, but she doesn't look it. I mean, she looks to me like she's about a size 8 or 10. So when she goes shopping, she can actually try the tops on, and if they fit her, she knows they're going to fit me. There's a store up where she lives called they sell tops for $3 a piece. I mean, name brand too. Really, really nice. I don't know if she got this one for $3, but she has sent me several tops that she only paid $3 for, and I just love them. I think she said it's called Label Shopper. Label Shopper or something. So when y'all go out to eat, what is your favorite type of food to go eat? I like to eat something that I don't normally prepare at home, like the cheese and broccoli soup from Panera Bread, and what was it I got at that Ooh La La restaurant? Oh, shrimp. I do cook shrimp at home, but I don't cook it the way in the curry, the way that they did. Y'all, Ife's godmother, Onika, they had tacos on the menu, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw those tacos that they brought out. I'm going to go back and just get the tacos. I mean, the shells, they were like this, and they were homemade, and they just had bubbles of crunchiness on the outsides of the shells. So I got to go back and try the tacos. So their food was reasonably priced. I think each meal was under $20. So I think the way that it was, hand cooked and freshly made and prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and warm this up in the microwave a minute and finish my dinner. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down there and turn on that little notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And y'all, just keep on coming back.